was that?
Go catch that guy. It's a Mazda Miata.
What's up guys, it's Eric from B-Side. Today we have here a Lexus CT200h, and as many of you guys know, the car is a little underpowered and we feel like it needs a little bit more acceleration boost on the lower end, and we have the perfect solution, which is the ShiftPower Throttle response controller. Plug and play installation. It's very easy. All we have to do is reach over behind the acceleration pedal where you'll find the acceleration connector. You unplug it, connect our device into it, and find a good spot for the button, and that's how you install it. So very simple. Let's start the installation, show you how to install and how to operate the device. Before we get started, the first thing we want to do is make sure the car is put to sleep. So if you just came from driving your car and you parked it, make sure to put your car to sleep two ways. First is you can just lock it and then unlock it. That'll make sure all the signals on the acceleration pedal is not there, or in other words, there's no signals going through the acceleration pedal. Or you can just leave the driver's side door open, put the key far away where the car can't detect it, and wait about 10 minutes. So you could do one of either or. So once you do that, let's come into the car here. All right, let me show you the contents here. So if you open the box, you'll find some zip ties, you'll find the instructions manual, the sticker, find our button here. All right, so we got this. This is the main part that we're gonna be installing. So if we reach back there to the acceleration pedal, we'll find the matching connector. We just need to pull it, plug it in here, and plug this back into the acceleration assembly. And this button here will connect right here. And we just need to find a good spot for the button where it'll light up depending on which mode you're in. All right, I'm just going to jump into the install. So if you grab your hand down here to the right, this is it. And then the release tab is on the right side here. And you just press down really hard and just pull straight up like so, okay? You might be tempted to pull to the left. If you do that, it's not gonna come off. So really focus, press really hard on the release tab here and make sure you're pulling straight up, okay? If it's pretty straight up, it'll come out. If you pull a little bit even towards the left, it won't come out. So it's very important you do that. And then grab this. All right, we are going to connect this back to the acceleration assembly. Let me see if I could just feel it. All right, there it is. Okay, and hear that click. All right, and we're going to connect the other side. See if I can do it with one hand. All right, there it is. And then once again, clip in. Okay, it's important it clicks into place. All right, and now all we have to do is organize the wires and find a good spot for this. Mount it right here, make sure there's no cables showing. All right, I think that's a slick area. So in order to do this, we're going to remove this panel and we're going to tuck the wires behind it and go all the way down. So for that, we actually need to remove this under panel, and we also need to remove this panel here. So to remove this under panel, just grab a Phillips screwdriver, turn it counterclockwise. Okay, let's drop this. All right, we'll just leave it out like this. And then we'll also remove the panel up above. Let's pull it out. Okay, that should be good enough. I'm going to disconnect this for now, the button. Then let me route this through the back here all the way down. I'm going to see if I could just push it through here and catch it from the back. All right, so here it is. Got to route it through here. Okay. And we're going to carefully push this back. Okay, so we are going to, we selected this area so when you're changing gears it won't be in the way. And before we undo this adhesive, let's clean this with some alcohol wipe. And before we do that, let's also organize the cables below it. Okay, we are going to reconnect this. Okay, we could tuck a lot of the stuff back here. Okay, just pull it. Okay, that's the steering rack here. it will move. So we want to put this away from it. And in addition, let's tuck this away. Basically, when you're organizing these wires and cables, you just want to make sure it doesn't intrude any of the normal driving operation or moving parts. And I'll zip tie this here. All right, and then I'm just gonna tuck this to the side, and then let me just cut those excess zip tie. Terrific. I was going to reinstall the under panel here. All right, and our very last step, some alcohol wipes. Clean this area up and then just let it dry, and we are going to stick it on. Let's take off the adhesive. Stick this on. Wait, there it is. All right, so a quick test to make sure we don't see any errors. All right, cool. Looks like it's working. Let me grab my phone and let me show you how we set up the app. All right, so let's go ahead and get our phone set up. So go ahead and go to the App Store or your Google Play Store, search for ShiftPower, and then this is what you'll get. All right, open, continue, allow while using, continue, allow Bluetooth. All right, let's allow this as well. Access, it's up to you. All right, so this is how the screen looks, and let's start first. Initial connection. Select this car icon here and press connect, and it's going to ask you for a code. You could go to your instructions manual and you'll find the code here. All right, CT200h. All right, and here it is. Okay, so now that it's synced, you can press the buttons and then it'll tell you what mode it's in. So this is turned off mode, and this is dynamic. You got sport, super sport, and racing. And if you want something in between, you can take your finger and you can drag. Okay. All right, and if you want to change your presets, you can go to settings, mode settings, change those presets as well. And there's 3 different acceleration curves that you could choose from: linear, exponential, and dynamic as well. You can look into the instructions manual for those details. You can also make some other adjustments like illumination, the button on brightness, and there's some other type of features as well. If you want to change the theme to the older one, you can do so like this. We're going to go back to the new theme. All right. And if you want to lock your throttle, you can also lock it. For immobilizing, put in valet mode so you restrict the amount of acceleration. You can also have eco mode if you want to put your car in eco mode, and also eco mode on here as well. So there's a lot of different functions that you could utilize. And just to give you a little example, let me see. So this shows you the amount of acceleration I'm originally giving, and then shift power, with shift power, how much difference it's making. Okay, so let me, so this at 25%, dynamic, press here, and it's doing more. Super sport is even more, and then race is even more. So you kind of see the difference. All right. You feel it?
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By a lot.
Feel by a lot?
Yeah. And you can tell the color here, right?
Yep.
Red is...
Yes. Red is race.
Whoa. Yeah, I can feel that.
I'll make a right turn. This is the most aggressive.
This one
Yes,
here?
right now, yeah.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Yeah? Feel it?
So normally it takes off very slow, and then once you start to get like 30, 40, then you can feel No.
That's how the normal.
Normally.
Yeah, normally. Okay.
So let's see if this one has more right off the gate. Yeah. It never does that.
It never does that?
No. It always takes forever to take off.
Oh. You like it?
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Normal, just daily driving, people just like to use it on dynamic. It's only 25% more than normal because with race, a lot of people say it just becomes too much.
Yeah.
So you could try that, and it all just depends on the car too. So like for heavier cars and trucks, like for my Lexus GX, I leave it on 25%, which I think it's just enough. It just makes the car just feels happy all the time, basically.
A little peppy.
Yeah, a little peppy. And then, because, you know, under normal circumstances, people are not flooring the car all the time. So they're like, okay, you know, just like 25% is good enough. So this is just at 25.
Yeah, you can still feel it.
Yeah.
I'm barely stepping on it.
You want to try something? So make a U-turn over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put your car into eco mode. And then so like what customers like to do is put the car in eco mode and put this on race mode. Okay. So even though your car's on eco mode, it's trying to save gas, you don't lose the throttle response.
Okay, let's see that.
Yeah. No, what car is that?
Go catch that guy. It's a Mazda Miata.
Oh.
So that's eco.
Yeah.
The race mode. I'm still getting about 40 miles to the gallon.
Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to get on the sport mode.
Okay.
I'm lagging.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, it's about the same thing.
Yeah.
If I go sport on the racing, then obviously that's going to go way less.
Yeah.
But I probably won't do that. The 25 I think is enough, dynamic.
Yeah, in 25. And then just to remind you how it felt before, I'm just going to turn it off. This is just back to factory. Everything turned off.
Yeah, lagging there.
Yeah.
Look at it. Go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Then I have to go to sport mode.
Okay.
And you can feel it there, see?
Yeah. Yeah.
The eco's way too slow.
Yeah.
The factory eco. I never drive it in eco.
So overall, compared to just driving with the factory controls, do you feel like it makes a pretty big difference?
It does.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference. Like you said, if you drive it on eco, you don't lose the mileage.
Yeah.
You still get the same gas mileage.
And you don't lose the acceleration.
No.
Yeah, the throttle response.
No, not at all.
I go straight. All right, so we went and did a quick test drive to see the difference ShiftPower throttle response control made. Just want to give us a little bit of feedback. I know you have all these different driving modes from the factory Lexus provides, but having this additional driving modes, like what do you think about it? What modes do you like? And if you could just share some of your
Normally
thoughts.
I drive it on the sport mode, but like you said, there's a very much
Yes.
lag at the beginning. I was able to drive it in the eco mode with the dynamic, and it felt just as fast as the factory sport, actually even faster than the factory sport. So that's probably where I'm going to drive it, is probably the eco with the racing or the dynamic, and still get the gas mileage plus get the shift power.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And then now you'll be able to save on gas and keep your acceleration throttle response so the car doesn't lag all the time, even while you're trying to save some gas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. All right, sweet.
Very happy.
Awesome. Thank you so much for trying it out.
happy,
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate it. Thank
Okay.
you. All right, guys. Well, that concludes our installation and demonstration. Also, some customer feedback for our ShiftPower on this 2017 Lexus CT200h. Our application for our ShiftPower series covers a couple thousand vehicles. So if you don't see your vehicle listed, just shoot us an email. We'll go ahead and check that out for you. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can email us at bsonicusa.com. And if you haven't yet, help us by liking and subscribing to our channel. See you guys on the next video.